Well, the whole thing was just a total lie. You know, I came in there and they said, okay, we're going to put you with Piper. We think that could be a good match and everything. They said, we got big plans. You guys are going to go all over the territory and you're going to do this and that. And of course, after WrestleMania 6, they just totally lied to me. And they said, when I came back, we actually had 2 weeks off and we started up in Providence, Rhode Island. Well, I'm gearing myself up to go with Piper because I know somewhere down the road, before the week's out, I'm going to wind up kicking his ass. I knew that. Because I didn't like his mouth or anything. The guy's a racist and all that. So I come in and I say, okay, what match Piper and I are on? They said, you're not working with Piper, you're working with Jake the Snake. And I go, really? I said, did anybody tell you? I said, no, it's the first I heard of it. You guys are working the main event. I said, okay, fine. And I was happy. I was happy. I was thrilled. Because I knew sooner or later, like I said, I would have got fired because I would have wound up kicking his butt. And I loved working with Jake. He was a good guy to work with.
How did you find out that Piper was going to wear the blackface and stuff?
Oh, they called me in the office and told me they were going to do it. This is when I called Vince on the thing about Saphire.
Right.
Her name.
What was your reaction about the Pipers?
Well, I thought it was the stupidest thing I ever seen, and I figured let him go ahead and do it, and one of these brothers are going to get, in one of these towns are going to get a hold of him, and he's going to be sorry.
When you told Vince about that, you know, what was his reaction?
Well, he thought, you know, we think this is a great idea. This is good. What do you think? Yeah, it sounds great, Vince. And then after Piper left the room, then that's when I told him about Saphire, and you know, I didn't like the idea that he was calling her that and all that.
The one match you guys had was a double count out. Why was there not a decisive finish?
Well, because he was bitching and complaining. He didn't want to. They actually wanted him to put me over.
Right.
He didn't want to do it. You know. And I said, look, man, I'm not about winning belts. I'm not about winning some phony championships.
Right.
I'm about making money. You gonna pay me? I don't care what we do. One is I ain't gonna do no job for him if he ain't gonna do one for me. So we could have with it. Well, how about a double count? Sure, no problem.
Do you think you should have went over anyway because Piper was part-time and you were there full-time?
I thought so, but they didn't. And then, especially when the pay disparity wound up, he wound up getting $50,000 US, and they paid me 10 grand US and 2,000 Canadian. I really, that was it. I said, this is it. I had enough of this. You know.
Did you know Piper from California?
No, I never met him in California. The first time I met him was in Japan. He came over. He was the Canadian masked man or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I guess when you worked with Jake, what was he like at the time? Did you like him?
I love Jake. I still do. You know, like I said, he's one of the top 3 talents that I enjoyed working with. Dynamite was always my favorite. Jake was second, and Ricky Steamboat. You know, Jake has his problems. Is well known. You know, but as far as the talent goes, the guy was great. And I love working. It was a night off. When I worked with him, it was a night off.
Did you